Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Lilith Hellfire, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Summer of 69.
Not an official Summer of 69 episode, but I'll allow it.
It's the loop!
It's the warm-up!
Get over and get ready!
It's the warm-up! Next week starts Summer of 69. Alright, kids, welcome back. That's right. The penultimate episode before Summer of 69. I know, I don't like your liver. Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that man in his New Jersey bunker. It is
Charlie, the Professor Essen.
Free Charlie. And coming to you from her secret volcano lair in Florida, it is...
Hey, y'all,
1 million armadillos. Alright, so... Yes, before we get to some comics, let's talk some TV, because yes, for all of July, Summer of 69, we'll be talking old Hulk comics from 1969, so... Let's talk some TV!
Talk about some Hulk smash, baby!
Hey-oh! Alright, let's get to Strange New Worlds. I know, I was talking to Lilith a little about this last night. Charlie, did you like this episode? Because I don't think Lilith and I were too impressed with this episode.
You know, it's classic Trek.
I got that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I had that conversation.
It is infantile, you know, super giant
gaseous cloud. It's always a gaseous cloud. Literally,
exactly.
Always.
You know,
and as soon as they said that, I was like, "Oh no, they're trapped in a nebula. This isn't gonna be good."
Yeah, I kind of felt it was like a little lame that
it was a little High School Musical.
You knew things were off the rails when Pike's hair came down.
I know, like, boo, I reject that energy.
Yes, well, you know, and they had him as the effete counselor, you know. Oh my, they're going to get cards and letters about that one.
And can I just say, they really propped up our female cast.
Well,
as you do.
Yes.
In any Shakespearean costume.
But like I said to Lilith last night, hey, beware if you're a child on this show, you know? Between the child sacrifice episode and now this episode, beware.
Well, she got to live a happy life.
Yeah, I mean, she's basically...
Definitely, this is Picard. This is channeling inner Picard. Get these bleeping kids off my bleeping ship immediately.
It just seems so weird that we introduced this daughter who, like,
she's a traveler.
She hasn't been in every episode. It's like, what is this, episode 8? And she's already gone, unless they're going to bring her back at some point.
But as an adult, because nobody likes to have to pay tutors on set. Yeah. That's what it is.
No, they have to...
Child labor laws, I think he was going to say.
Character. She's either they're going to either they cure her or they kill her. But you can't just have you know, Chekhov. Certain point, once you introduce them, you have to remove them from the story. And quite frankly, I honestly believe the entire gash that is now tormenting her for all eternity, it all worked out okay. You know.
Check your internet. I think your gaseous clouds got you.
So that was that, and yeah, I liked it. It was.
You gotta hide the Oculus when we're recording.
Those damn kids! What is he on Pike's Enterprise? Those damn kids!
Computer? I think he means Oracle.
I mean, I like the sci-fi.
It better not be the beginning of the flop era. That's all I know. I cannot go back to Discovery. I will not do it. I'm giving up on Picard. I'm not going back to Discovery, so...
It felt like a fill-in episode, and I'm like, we're only doing 10 episodes.
Like we're streaming. There's no need for a filler.
Exactly. Like if you were doing 20-some episodes, I could see a fill-in episode, but we're only doing, what, 10?
We got like 3 more. Yeah, I was like, we got like 3 more.
I think 2 more. It's like, we're doing a fill-in? Like, what the hell?
I think they did feel obligated to do the classic Star Trek thing. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
Everybody does it. So I think it was an obligation. And it was also to show, because, a lot of people had problems with, Brian Fuller's Star Trek, aka Discovery, because they felt like he wasn't paying enough homages and things like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that this was definitely a obligatory episode to say, hey, classic Trek, here you go.
But yeah, Charlie, I said,
stop giving freaking Spock so much time. I came for Pike.
Flesh out, yeah.
Zaddy Pike, okay?
Everyone else needs more time over Spock. Spock, I love what who's that? Ethan Peck's doing with the character, but that's the most well-known character out of the whole cast.
Literally, everything revolves around him. Last episode, his freaking brother. Freaking the girl from Discovery is related to him. Just enough with the Spock.
Flesh everyone else needs fleshed out, including Pike. Yeah.
Like I said, I came for Daddy Pike. I don't care about anybody
Spock
else.
was in TOS. He showed up in 2 episodes of Next Gen.
All the damn movies.
He created the Kelvin timeline.
Exactly. Enough with the Spock shenanigans.
He came to side.
Aww. Armadillos don't get any ideas. It was thunderstorming earlier.
No hurricanes. You didn't cast your black magic to stop that?
And let it wipe out Florida. What do I care?
I don't care. I don't want to wipe it out my show. Put a bubble around yourself. I don't care. But yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah,
I'll allow it this one time. But listen, prerequisite: Captain Pike shirtless in every episode.
Hey-oh!
I need more strange worlds. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Now that's classic Trek.
Did you think the same thing I did when Rebecca Romaine showed up in that whole thing? I'm like, oh, it's Mia Queen.
Yes. Oh my god. I did.
Except she's much taller.
She's a whole lot of everything.
Hey-oh! Hello, Charles.
Hello, I'm back. Who's a whole lot of everything?
We're talking about Rebecca Romaine as the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Rebecca Romaine O'Connell.
Well, quite frankly, no, she's not making that mistake again. No, you just keep your own name. That's why they give you your own
especially when you're
name.
an actress. Absolutely, yes. I agree.
But no, I mean, and first off, as far as the costume, she's all about costumes. That woman loves the cosplay, and that's why she said you were going to put me in a miniskirt. I did not come all the way back to the 60s to not wear a Star Trek miniskirt. So, I appreciate that, bodices and all. Like I said, I did not like the idea of just, baby Nebula comes to life and, takes over the ship and all that kind of stuff. Does magic, but the magic could only be in a certain area.
And just the foreshadowing of number one saying, "Oh, you're gonna have to pick between your kid and your kid and the crew."
I mean, God, that was an anvil. I had a mind.
I said
we found the motif.
Little Charlie, I said it felt like a fill-in episode to me, and I'm like, why are we doing a fill-in episode when this is 8 of 10 this season?
Well, because they have to give. They hadn't infant terrible yet. I think this is their first god they've met so far, right?
I think. But they're like,
the Gorn.
They're like, you guys have been beat.
God, they're just big monsters,
big lizards. But they're probably the makers are probably like, you guys bitched. You wanted episodic TV. Well, we're giving you episodic TV. Suck it.
Yeah, and like I said,
I didn't sign up for it, but okay.
I liked that basically it's a nice ode to fan fiction, because that's really what it's all about, the ship, and that's what it was about, was the ship. That his daughter wanted to ship the two characters who never met in the book, and now they got to be best friends. In fact, they got all, and honestly, hey, I guess that little girl has read a lot of books, because she knew exactly what
she only had that one book to read, babes. That's what happened. See, that's what happens when you only have the one book. You got to go off and make your own little universe.
I meant about
what would happen if
the relationship between the two, that they had a very long established relationship, and that we know each other. But then again, that might just be a very purely innocent, childlike, they're just a couple, but we don't know what couples do, It's a mommy and a mommy, and that's fine. What they do behind closed doors, who knows, What do mommies and daddies do? No one knows.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it is the 23rd century, so maybe they're a little more progressive with their child education. And her dad is a doctor, so he probably explained it all to her, But you never know, because some people don't like to talk to their kids. This one just reads to her the same book over and over. You think at some point, since it's not like he could get a new book to read to her, he could do other things with his daughter, but it's like, no, and really.
I take it as that's the book her mom read to her, so it was kind of like.
Yeah, it's probably your favorite, yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, but I also think that there is an aspect of it, as dads do, sort of holding their child in place and not letting them grow and having that be an excuse for them not to grow. Because really, when you think about it, we don't know how long she had been in there. And it does seem like maybe this has been, like that girl is probably way older than she is. Because she has spent
she's not aging, yeah.
Yeah, she's spent years in the buffer, and he's been just, and you realize that idea that eventually he was going to grow old, and it's like, Daddy, why is your hair gray?
Did they have to tie up that story too? Because I'm like,
I was going to say, they rushed that. She was like literally a blink of an eye. She was back in an adult, and I'm like, oh my God.
I know, but no, I'm just saying, because it's like, even by like the 24th century, Next Gen, Voyager, all of them, I'm like, I think even then they were saying, oh, if someone stays in the pattern buffer too long, doesn't their pattern start to degrade?
Well, yeah, that's why he has to bring her out.
Yeah.
That's
but I thought it's like continuous, even if you bring him out, throw him back in.
You, they were tired of paying the freaking tutor on set, and they're like, she gotta go. This is eating our budget.
That's possible too. Well, they probably knew when they were getting rid of her when they wrote her in. It's like she is, like I said, she is Chekhov's dying.
She is your shut up, Wesley.
She's Chekhov's. Yeah, she's Chekhov's dying child.
Only she didn't have a nog to play off.
run through.
Well, yeah, and that's your biggest problem there, because that is really your biggest problem. Even if you cure her, then you have this kid.
Yeah, she's our Naomi Wildman. Yes.
Now, I was actually thinking, that'll explain how they got the old Doctor from the series, because it's a different Doctor in Cage. So if you think about it, it's like, okay, this guy has a limited time he's going to be on the ship. And I thought, he finds the cure, and then he's like, okay, now I'm done. I don't need to be out in space. I got a kid. I got to go home and raise her. But no, they decided just to have the kid go off on her own adventure. Now he's going to have his own thing. And that's good, I guess,
It was giving very much How I Met Your Mother finale. Did not enjoy. Not enjoy.
And like I said, the whole thing about her they just had to let you know we didn't, it's not she didn't go off into oblivion. We're actually going to bring her back, and it's all going to be like, no, I've been having a whole life and adventure in the blink of an eye,
She's the original Traveler. Suck it, Wesley.
That, but the thing is, that might actually be true.
It could happen. I mean, we already had Wesley Crusher, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I do think that they are building that interweaving between these universes. So I think the Travelers and the Observers and all of these people, I think it's all going to come back to what did she name the gaseous cloud? Deborah. So I think it's all going to come back to Deborah.
After her mother, yes.
Yes. So Deborah is the start of it all. The omnipotent being. And I was waiting for that to be like the origin of the Q too. So who knows where it goes next?
Could be. Could be. Oh my God.
Better be shirtless Pike. That's all I know. That's the kind of original Star Trek series that I want the energy. I need different Strange for Strange New Worlds every single episode. That's what I want.
Well, I think we've gotten some shirtless Pike, so
Well, that one episode, when he slept with that woman from the child killing planet, yes.
Some people wanted a fancy Pike, Lilith, and for those who wanted a fancy Pike, they got a fancy Pike.
Lilith wants his shirt on and his hair high.
They got it catered to all kinds, Lilith. That's the thing,
I know.
Again, they have so many crew members they need to flesh out. It's like that woman navigator.
Season 2 is gonna obviously be all about Kirk. Obviously. So it's like, what are you doing?
Where'd his brother go? I haven't seen his brother. Where did the brother even go?
He's stuck in the buffer too.
They only bring him out occasionally, you know. That's his shtick. He's just supposed to be. He's also on the crew.
He's the wallflower of the family.
Yeah. Well, people know him. You know, well, it's a whole crew. You know, not everybody is on the bridge, and he's not. He's a science officer. He's out in the rock bay. I think he's a geologist. You know,
the rock bay.
They have you only bring the geologist down when you go down to the planet.
Oh,
so it's like,
wait. So next gen they had a botanical garden. So what? This Enterprise has a rock bay.
They got something, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, maybe a rock garden. You know, but actually they have rocks in the botanical garden. So you know, there's all sorts of things you could have on there, and yeah, but I think he's a geologist, isn't he? I want to say
that's what they said in that episode. So
yeah, so you know,
he's kind of an idiot, though. He's not very good at his job. How did he get past Starfleet Academy?
Actually, he's probably great as a geologist. He just, you know, if you don't give him a rock to look at, what's he supposed to do? You know.
Definitely not touch the glowing rock that looks ominous as hell. Definitely don't touch that one.
Oh, no, see, but that's exactly what a geologist is going to do. As a geologist,
his middle name's Randy. I got it.
Karen.
They're going to say, let me lick it. And
wow, there's a drop! There's a drop!
Slow down. We need this for drops.
Yeah, they're going to... That's...
Future drop...
And I'll see what it is, you know.
Future drop alert.
Hit it.
Try not to talk over the
top.
No, we did, remember? Because when he told her to go, and she goes, are you going to say the thing? He goes, hit it, and then they didn't go anywhere? Yeah. No, he said it.
Yeah. He said it, and that's because they're making fun of us, you see. Because that's what writers do.
Oh, yeah, that was so meta script there. It's like, are you going to say the thing?
They're like, are you not detained?
No, then he should have been like, engage. I'm not going to say the thing, engage.
Nah, that's not you.
Punch it.
He's like, it doesn't feel right, bro.
But yeah, I mean, it was
Miss Marvel. I'm not gonna bash it. I love this track, but this was this better not be the beginning of the end. That's all I'm saying. They had to pay homage. I get it. Let's move on. And shirtless Daddy Pike. That's all we need.
Hey-oh.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, Miss Marvel. I mean, I liked that more was happening this time, which I was glad for. But the origin, I don't know. I have to sit with it a little longer. I don't know if I.
Well, okay,
if it's even the origin, we don't.
Yeah.
Know.
So here's like the biggest thing that people have pointed out that that super powered band, of which there is supposed to be two,
or maybe 9 more.
Yes, is on a blue hand. You know, and they actually said it's not like it's on a statue. They said, "Oh, should we be worried it's on a severed hand?" Not worrying that it's on a blue hand, but just it's on a severed hand, and like, you know, whatever it takes. I felt that the evil auntie did a really fast 360 on this. I'm sorry, not 360, 180. Because it's like, yes, we'll be friends. And then it's like, well, I'm not sure. It's like, then kill her. We're just gonna have to kill her and take the weapon, you know. And
practical,
you know,
pragmatic. I love it.
Yeah, but you know, and again, like the clandestine, they've been waiting a long time. Well, not really 60 years, but I guess we don't know how long they were on Earth. I guess 80 years. Okay, you know.
Oh,
as long as Steve Rogers was frozen. Yeah,
84
from 1942 to 2022. Yeah, you know, that's how long they've had. They had a plan.
Oh no.
And did not get to exercise it.
Maybe
plan went off the rails.
maybe Grandma ran into Steve Rogers at some point. You know.
It's possible. You know.
Oh, but yeah, it inspired some funny dialogue. I'm sitting there watching it, and Luke is on the other side of the couch. He's like, "Wait a minute." He goes, "Is her friend's name Bruno?" I looked at him. I said, "We don't talk about Bruno."
Okay, so this makes me mad. I have to say. So there's two things. So first off, I don't know if you saw, but like Marvel Unlimited has been pushing the Kamala Red Dagger romantic arc, and I'm like, we ship Kamala and Bruno. Don't be putting this Red Dagger in here. And then, you know, they're going to make Cameron be Red Dagger in this, and that's annoying. And, you know, because it's just not what I want, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, just hit ignore right now. Yeah.
It's yeah, the whole thing. The first two episodes I felt like were kind of slow. Like I said, this one picked up, but yeah, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the origin.
It's not slow, Phil. It's you.
Yeah,
I know.
It's you. It's a you thing, Phil.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I've said from day. I said from.
I don't like.
I said from day one, I'm not the target demographic, and I'm fine with that.
I think a lot of people need to realize that and move on and stop bitching. Like, let the kids have.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah, no.
Anyway, I actually heard it was doing okay. I don't know, but what do I know? What I will say.
Well, no, it's got the lowest. It's got the lowest viewership so far of any Disney Plus like MCU related TV show.
But again, this and Moon Knight had an uphill battle because every other show, the characters from all those other shows had already shown up in the movies and stuff. Moon Knight and Miss Marvel were
also annoyed because obvious crossover / tie-in is obvious with the Marvels, and that's tainted with Brie Larson at the same time too. So it's an uphill battle for the character. So.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, especially because she brings her up every 2 seconds. Yeah, you know what? When they were in the beginning of this episode, when they did the flashback and they were digging in that tomb or whatever, and was that a blue hand? I was about to say, oh, it's Kree. It's Kree tech. It's Kree.
Did you just hear me say that a few minutes ago? I don't know.
You've been cutting in and out.
Okay, yeah, but that's the whole thing. It's like the thing is on a blue hand, and they even say, should we be worried it's on a severed hand? Not like it's on a statue, because, you can see a blue statue with the bangles on it. You can see that, but no, they can say it's a mummified hand, and it's blue.
It's a monkey's paw.
Maybe we should be worried about this. Yes. But yeah, so yeah, it's definitely going to be Kree in origin, or Kree related, or Kree adjacent. I mean, that's how it'll work. And, what that does with her power set, we'll have to see. I'm not married to this idea of them being Jinn. And I do think that that's an intentional misdirect.
Hopefully, yeah.
I really
they're not that socio. I don't think they're that daft.
Well, again, we got 3 more episodes, so I mean, yeah, it could always be a red herring.
3? I thought.
I think it's only. And let me look, but I'm pretty sure it's only 6. And this was episode 3, right?
I thought there was 8. So
no,
and Obi-Wan was 6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the Marvel stuff. WandaVision was like 8 or 9, and I think everything since has only been 6. But here, I'll look it up.
They had a lot of heavy lifting for Wanda, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And that was the first one, so,
And they wanted to cram in all those damn Easter eggs, so,
Yeah. But it worked.
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes, so 3 more.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. But I gotta say, I really was impressed with Damage Control coming in there and just taking out all the Jinn.
I just want Damage Control to have its own show. Is that too much to ask?
Unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to
work. Is Tyne Daly still alive? Because that's who needs to head it, obviously. If she's still alive, give it to her.
I do believe she is, and who knows, she may show up by the end of this, We may get her yelling at everyone in her office. How could you let the young kid with the superpowers go? Or whatever it is that we're supposed to do is damage control. I don't know.
It varies by presidency, I would assume.
Well, yeah.
Like all agencies.
That is the biggest problem, and that's the thing with Marvel is you know that there's Hydra presidents, like every other one is a Hydra president, But yeah, I mean it's solid, it's good. We got some good action in this one. I don't like them pushing Kamran. Now, basically it's a real problem here. If the Jinn are related, then Kamran is kind of like her cousin, I'm just saying, so maybe that's not good to be.
It's not taboo in every sphere of the world, though. So
No, that's true, but I think because you see that she was really happy that he was not like 60, because that would have been weird, Because like when the other uncle says not him, he's only 17. She goes, okay, good. This isn't a Twilight story. This is good. We can be a part of this. This isn't bad
from nowhere.
No, we know where it came from.
Stephanie's like, what did I do? Well, besides being a terrible person, what did you do?
Well, you made a 200-year-old man date a teenager.
He was 130, first of all.
That doesn't make it better.
Not that I know.
You know,
they have so much in common.
That's what Twilight TikTok tells me, so I'll believe it.
Yeah, I don't think they would. I think they would have very little.
He's been 17 for 130 years. It's fine.
Men mature slower than women.
Brother.
Well, if ever. And that's the problem, is I don't think... I mean, yeah, you could say, well, no, he still has the mindset of a 17-year-old, which is possible, but that's not a good thing. That doesn't make it... Because then she's going to grow up, and he's still going to be 17. It doesn't work.
Well, then she'll be stuck as a 19-year-old in her brain, you know. That's...
Yeah, you know. Oh, yeah, because that did turn her into a vampire, too, and that makes it, I guess, less creepy, except she had a baby, which was a vampire baby.
No. We don't talk about resume. No.
Okay, I don't know, man. That's...
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like
I never read
Miss Marvel, though. It's not slow to me. It's just, it feels like, you know, this is like the next level of like those Disney teen rom-com shows. But like, ooh, everybody, she has a superpower. And I'm like, we did that. Xenon, the girl of the 24th century or whatever.
Like I said, it picked up for me this episode. It was kind of the same with Moon Knight, I think, just because they were world building. And, you know, as a comic reader, I know the world already. So I think that's why, you know, both series seemed a little slow to me, like the first two episodes.
Definitely a little different than the comic books, for better or for worse.
Oh, yeah.
What's actually funny to me is I actually have felt these have always been moving very fast. Like, I complained the first time, why is it all moving so fast? Why can't they just slow down and tell a nice little story? I can't follow. What are they talking about?
They gotta hold the kids' attention span. They gotta compete with kids being on their phone with TikTok and all that. You know, no, seriously, that's a thing. So
I understand that.
Look, kids, she knows how to text.
I love that. I love that when they do the text in the it's neat. It's neat. It's like, oh, it's a visual.
All right, who doesn't have the iPhone? That's who the villain is.
Yes.
Gotta look for whoever's not using an iPhone.
Isn't that?
That's the trick.
Is that everywhere? I think it wasn't that like. I know, like they were talking about that on SVU.
That's the contract.
It's like
you use an Apple product that can't be the villain.
Yeah.
You can't use it. I think somebody did break that rule, and then they like had to pay a fine or something.
Ooh, burn! Turn off the VR.
Yeah, no. It's the because the Wi-Fi overheated, so I switched it out to my phone Wi-Fi, and then that gets that has its own spottiness. Okay, but we're switching back to the other Wi-Fi now. Yeah, you can unplug my phone. Yeah, it's crazy. Don't mind me. So
it's
anyway, yeah,
comics.
I like Ms. Marvel.
Let's
talk comics.
I want to be sure you get to talk about all your comics.
Bill's Comics Corner.
All right, Charlie Esser, throw one out for us. He's in deep thought, kids.
Well, while we wait for his armadillos to reset him,
let's throw some DC in.
No. Actually, okay. I wanted to talk about Samurai Sonja.
Okay.
Which is Red Sonja, but she's a samurai, obviously.
Ooh.
It's the first issue. The art is absolutely stunning. It's by Pasquale Colano. It was written by Jordan Clark. I wasn't really familiar with these two people, but I don't know if you guys know this about me. I love anything Red Sonja related. So yeah, I'm a simp for Red Sonja, whatever. But no, the artwork is what really pulled me in. Like the cover was stunning, and I kind of flipped through it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even care about the story.
Hey.
The story actually is really good.
Hey, Lilith Hellfire, would you be interested in doing some Red Sonja Spider-Man crossovers in January?
You son of a bitch, I'm in. Mark it down. Throw it in.
Because guess what I got for Father's Day?
Ooh.
It has the original Marvel team up in there by John Byrne.
Spider-Man meets Red Sonja. Or Sonja, as we used to call her.
But yeah, did you hear, Lilith? There's a new issue out. What is it? Samurai Sonja? That's Red Sonja as a samurai?
That's what I was just talking about, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was talking about, yeah. Wait, which issue did you get, Lilith?
It's Samurai Sonja #1.
Okay, yes, that's what I thought.
Samurai, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got it. What's your question?
It's giving very much Elektra. I would just let y'all know it's giving very much Elektra. It's the storyline. Her dad gets assassinated, and she's on a revenge tour. So scantily clad revenge tour.
So Trish wants to know who do you think would win, Steel Spider or Iron Spider with Amadeus Cho in the Iron Spider suit?
Wait, so Amadeus Cho or Steel Spider?
Amadeus Cho or the Steel Spider, yeah. Because they, this is from the Spider-Man cartoon they did, the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon.
So he's not the Hulk?
No, he's not the Hulk in that one. Well, he might have eventually become the Hulk, but at one point he was in the Steel Spider costume. So, yeah. Okay.
I don't. Amadeus Cho's pretty smart, isn't he? He's like one of the smartest people in the world. So.
No, just the play is bad. Anyway, okay. Anyway, that's enough of that. So, getting back to stuff. You guys hear me okay now?
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So let me throw out Black Adam. Number 1 of 12. So Black Adam has like another form he takes now?
Well, I think he's always
a little skinny.
I think he's always been like Shazam, but he doesn't transform a lot. And there he goes. Charlie Esser has taken the form of a void. Did you read that? I didn't get that. Black Adam.
No, I'm boycotting everything DCEU related at this point, so
I'm just like, why are we trying to make Black Adam like his own thing all of a sudden? I mean,
we should be focusing on actual
Shazam or whoever.
Marvel.
Yeah,
the real Captain Marvel. I hate saying Shazam. It drives me up a freaking wall.
Is that like the new Batman brand? We're just trying to milk it. It's like, oh, we have our wholesome Shazam, and then we have for all of you who like anti-heroes, Black Adam.
Wait, what's that quote? Play the Kona button. It's the Dark Hawk.
What?
You know that Kona quote, the Dark Hawk quote.
Oh,
the yin to Dark Hawk's yang.
Yes, that is exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's like they want Shazam, but they want dark, anti-hero too.
And not to mention they get to make the character look like The Rock eventually. So
yeah, I'm sure. Charlie, was it something I said?
He just died in our arms tonight. Must have been something we said.
Ah, yes. Oh.
A bunch of old people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Granny.
I was born in the late 1900s, bro. What do you want?
Yes. Well,
bro, the first time somebody said, it's okay, I see the one, devastated. When I was going to give my alcohol, I'm like, devastated.
Blame it on the
emotional damage all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, quick. Let's talk Gunslinger while he's not here.
Okay. Gunslinger Spawn.
I think it was my favorite book this whole week, honestly, out of all of them.
It was good. We even got a appearance by Al Simmons.
I know. I was just like, oh, there you are. I was wondering when you'd show up. Cool.
I love how she Spawn's just like, yeah, just tell him what he wants to hear.
I mean, that's what women do all the time anyway. So that's practical advice.
He's petty. Just tell him what he wants to hear. It's like Lil Hellfire on a date. Oh yeah, baby, that's great. Yeah.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on grounds that it might incriminate me. So, just in case one of my freaking potential victims stumbles across
Exhibit A.
Okay. So anyway, back from there. So yeah, so that was Black Adam number 1. I'm sure you guys speak of that without me, I hope, or no?
Sounds great. We talked about Black Adam. Neither one of us read it, but yeah, we spoke of Black. I mean, you know, they're really clinging to that movie now as the Ezra Miller spiral just continues to go deeper. So
they better hope that dirt doesn't come up on Dwayne.
Oh, you keep hinting, Lil Hellfire. Give me an exclusive.
Y'all called me crazy when I was like, oh, Ben Affleck, he's problematic. What? No. Problematic.
I believed it. I wasn't like, no, not Ben Affleck.
I'm going to tell you this: if they do follow it, they've already got their backdoor in it because the entire plot line just is. So it opens up with Black Adam fighting fighting what appears to be Darkseid, but it's actually Desaad because Darkseid's gone. But he has been horrifyingly injured by the Z-beams, and we actually realize at the end he is dying, and he has found his modern-day descendant, Malik Adam.
And would you look at that? Super Pets is on the back. Would you look at that?
To be the new Black Adam. So we're getting rid of The Rock. So my expectation is that The Rock is just here for one movie, and then they're going to switch it to this kid here. So mark my words. And then Super Pets on the back, which I'm really excited about. Although The Rock's also in that, if I recall correctly.
And Kevin Hart.
Yeah, well, hey, DC's investing. We'll see if it works out.
They're always a day late and a dollar short. But that's neither here nor there. That's for the Patreon.
Okay, do you got a book to throw out there, Phil?
Yeah. I got plenty of books. Let's see. talked Gunslinger. Oh, you know what we haven't talked in a while? Moon Knight.
Oh, how's Moon Knight?
You could well,
12 issues in is doing better than a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell, I don't know if, like, Jed was, like, they weren't sure if it was going to go past 12, so he kind of, like, wrapped some stuff up.
Here ends our first arc.
Yeah, but no, they're going further, so good for him.
And they fight for 15 minutes.
Well, again,
there's anything wrong with that. It's a Moon Knight.
Well, Zodiac shows up, is like, oh, I'm going to kill everybody, and, you know, Moon Knight's on the other side of town or whatever, wherever he's at, and he's like, he makes a deal with Khonshu. He's like, oh, hey, you know, get me there quick, and then, you know, he's like, okay, but you're going to owe me a favor, and then they open up a portal, and all these, like, former Moon Knights zombie Moon Knights come out, and...
Ooh, zombie Moon Knight's cool.
Mm-hmm. And...
Well, we're approaching Deadpool levels. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And, okay, spoilers, at the end, as Moon Knight's as Mark Spector is about to kill Zodiac, who stops him? Stephen Grant.
Bum, bum, bum.
Sausage!
Yes, I'm sure he's covering this little.
Sausage!
I wonder how he feels about that. It's like, okay.
So, are we just manifesting Stephen Grant now in the...
I wonder.
So much Mike Murdock.
Was this always the plan, or is it just like, oh hey, there's a TV show?
Think this was always the plan.
But again, maybe it's like, oh hey, you know, he wasn't sure if he was going to go past 12. Now that we are going back past 12, he's like, okay, I need something else. Oh hey, let's reintroduce the personalities, maybe.
The battle for Mark Spector soul. Does he even have one anymore?
Oh,
like, honestly,
I don't know.
Or does he have more than one?
Have they brought Randall back
that's
yet?
the question.
Have they brought Randall Spector back yet?
I
heard somewhere that they were bringing Randall Spector back. So.
They might, because they've done it. They've done it before.
Maybe that's actually Randall Spector, not Steve Grant.
I know. Oh, what's the characters?
Oh, they were identical brothers.
The evil Moon Knight, was it Moon Shadow or Shadow Knight, whatever, is showing up in the Strange book. So the other Jed McKay book. So.
Oh, okay. So maybe.
Oh, is that why they do that now? So we have to follow the crumbs from book to book?
Probably.
Well,
again, hey, they're both Jed McKay. He wants his shekels, Lilith. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, they can put out the damn Iron Cat book. Jesus.
You know what? Again, scheduling. I mean, I think, you know, so half
He's got too much on his plate. Moon Knight can go. I need my Iron Cat book. Sorry, Ray.
I don't even think it's his fault. It's just the
yeah, I think it's
the industry at this point. Yeah, it's just the delivery mechanism at this point.
It's all breaking down.
All right.
Hey. Oh, sorry, Lilith, your turn?
No, you can go.
Okay. This was a fun book I picked up. A Calculated Man, #1 by Aftershock Comics. I love a super genius character. This is a super genius character. His basic premises, he is like, he has eidetic memory, or actually photographic memory, as well as...
is it 100% recall, though?
Yeah, 100% recall. So that's like the whole gimmick here, is he remembers everything everyone ever says or does.
So this is...
Oh! I feel called out. That's a petty man.
And he also, he's super good with numbers, and the entire point is you have this one retiring marshal, and the guy's name is Jack Beans, by the way, and he's giving the case over to this young up-and-coming rookie to take over for him. And there's this whole plot line that's going on where basically Jack Beans is killing the people who he has realized are after him, because he was the accountant for a big crime family called the Keys, and then the two main gangs that ran someplace were the Keys and the Van Dykes.
Oh my!
Oh yes, and. He wants out of the business because he realizes he can't have like a family or anything. So they agree to let him do it, but in order to do that, he has to mastermind the death of the whole Van Dyke clan. So he does that. He plots it out because he knows where everyone is going to be and what their schedules are. but then he realizes. Then of course he turns state's evidence, and there's this whole gag in this where he says he can't lie. He can never lie, which makes me think that there's going to be a reveal at the very end of it where he's like, yeah, actually, that's a lie I tell everybody. It's one of those fun gags there. But anyway, so he realizes that the keys are after him because he did put all the keys away except for like the 2 heads of the keys, and now they're after him, so he has to kill them all. And then it ends with the marshal and his protege meeting Jack Beans at the diner, and then we get this fun little bit at the end, which is Jack Beans on like some kind of a Tinder account and meeting this girl who is obviously going to be his internet girlfriend, which is fun. So yeah, I highly recommend A Calculated Man. I really enjoyed it.
Ooh, nice. All right, you got a book, Lilith?
Let's see. I guess we'll do Milestones in History #1. It's a DC book.
Ooh, how was that?
I mean, it's if you can't tell from the title, it's about the Milestone imprint, and yeah, they like are actually building out the world in this one. I think if you are going to get into the new Milestone universe, this is like an absolute must, basically encyclopedia of kind of thing. So it was a little wordy, not enough action, but I found some of the stuff that they're setting up pretty interesting. So yeah, not bad. It is a $10 book, I will warn you, but I think it is worth it if you are going to get into the Milestone universe because, as we know, DC has been terrible with that imprint. And this is definitely must-need-to-know stuff, so.
Damn it, I've been reading more and more of that stuff. So I assume it's like a thicker book for $10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's worth it. Definitely.
Cool.
And like, it's an anthology, obviously. So I feel like they got all the writers that were going to be like writing all the books that are going to encompass Milestone. And as you know, we're not just doing Dakota. It's actually, they're going to actually have their own whole little world to do. And they kind of touched on it in this one. So.
Oh, nice.
I found it very interesting at the very least. So.
All right. I know we've mostly been down on the X books lately, but I'm going to throw out Immortal X-Men #3.
Oh, yes, The Return of Destiny.
Well, she's been back, but I mean, we get some flashbacks in this, like when she first got her powers, her and Mystique met and everything. And
I don't like the Immortal comics, period, unless it's Hulk. So
yeah, is it just me, or is he like back in like the Old West in this?
What?
Like, how old is Destiny in this?
She must be pretty old because it looked like they met in like the Old West. But like when she died the first time, she was like a pretty old woman. So I don't know how. I think she was pretty old, and Mystique as a shapeshifter can just
Oh, I understand that as a premise, but if she's Nightcrawler's mom and Mystique is his dad, then
What?
How old is Nightcrawler?
What?
That's the fan theory. That's what it's supposed to be.
What fan theory? We know who Nightcrawler's parents are.
Yeah, I'm like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Mystique is his mom, and what's his face? Azazel is his dad.
I don't buy that. I like the other.
Listen, dumbass, it's in canon.
And honestly, his power set makes perfect sense if Azazel's his dad. So
yeah, I kind of feel like they invented Azazel to make a dad for Nightcrawler. And it's like that.
Finally, a comic book remembering to give a character 2.
Oh my God, Lilith! They made him Cartman. You know how everyone else has like a mom and a dad. Damn it! Who's my dad?
I hope he didn't cut him up and put him in chili and make his other kid eat him.
I made you eat your
parents. You guys have never heard that theory that Destiny was Nightcrawler's mom and Mystique was because she's a shapeshifter was his dad. I'm surprised you guys have never heard that. I actually thought it was a fairly common fan theory.
I don't know what forums you be on, my friend.
I moved to Doobie. Honestly, just
everybody loves cocaine. That's what.
No, I think even Brian Cronin has covered it. So that's just.
Wonder who he stole that from.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I had heard it, so okay. No, but I guess that's.
Oh, that's who you're. That's the website the dirty website you're going to. Okay.
Nobody tell Brian.
Anyway, so she's from the Old West. Of course, the whole timeline and the whole Because, like, Maria McTarget's, when they first have her come out, she seems like she's from the Old West, too. So it's
all
weird.
goes back to the Old West, baby.
Oh, the Moira thing, it's even more freaky now because Sinister's cloning her. So, Sinister's making a sneak play about maybe, something goes wrong for Sinister. He might be able to, reboot that timeline.
Yeah.
Oh, they're actually trying to make him smart now. That's
I still don't understand why Sinister's there. He's not a mutant.
It's so weird. He turned himself into a mutant.
Man.
Well, the one on Krakoa, he turned himself into a mutant, but then there was also the regular X-Men book this week, and Cyclops came across another one who claims he's the original Sinister, who never made himself a mutant, so. It's the problem. He's cloned himself so many times. It's like the twin. No, it's like the dude from Invincible, the villain. It's like he's cloned himself so many times. You don't know which one's the original, if there even is an original anymore.
But the real point of it all is that if he just made himself a mutant, he's not a mutant. Because for freak's sake, I mean that's what they're now saying Franklin Richards did. They said, "I'm sorry, Franklin, you can't come here. You're not a mutant anymore. You have made yourself no longer a mutant, and we cannot abide that sort of thing." Yeah. And it's just...
We just have to blow up that damn island already.
Oh, well, honestly,
how long
wasn't Krakoa the villain the first time they introduced Krakoa to?
I mean, they started this in the before times. I mean, what was it, 2018 maybe?
It's been 84 years, bro. I'm sick of it.
Is such a BA.
Buy Marauders. It's the best X book you're not reading. I will stand by that.
Oh, we know why you...
Seaman.
Pirates.
Seaman.
So anything? So is there a bigger reveal at the end of this that you want to get into?
No. I mean,
the third Summers Brothers was in it too, wasn't he?
Not in Immortal. No.
I was gonna say
I
definitely wouldn't.
I thought that's who ate Sinister at the end. I don't know. Like I said, I just skimmed through it real fast.
Is that him? It was like a future vision, so it's kind of. Oh yeah, that might be Vulcan.
Can Nate Gray and Bishop come back already? Like, just blow it all up. That's what they're good for.
So Elvira and Horrorland number 2 came out.
Ooh.
That's
Where'd she go to next? Where'd she go this week?
She went to the Overcrook Hotel because they're always she's in these movies, but they're not the actual movies because they have to play with it a bit to have fun. But it's all clearly obviously the thing. So
where she nope. He makes Elvira a very naughty girl.
Well, that's one of the meta jokes in here is when she goes to the typewriter, it says the miniseries was better. The miniseries was better.
Ooh, I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
after the
Nick
chat for
Jefferson.
Stanley Kubrick.
and yeah, you got the bartender and all that kind of stuff. And it's fun. It's great. They're all running, and Stanley Kubrick shows up a couple times in here as well.
I'm surprised it's in color at all. I would think they want to do like super throwback.
Well, no. The Psycho was in black and white, but
save yourself some shekels, man. Make everything all black and white. Even though that's more of a modern movie, just make it all in black and white. Save yourself some shekels here. I mean, the economy's bad. Okay.
They would have had to have gone to what do you call it? Doctor Strangelove to do it black and white. But basically, then she goes to room 2001, because she's looking for the magic controller. She can't find it. Goes into the monolith, and of course, ends up on a spaceship with Ms. Ridley and a cat. Yeah, no, different one. Next one is going to be Aliens. So it's Ridley's.
Honestly, that's the perfect way to end the movie. Horror. You always listen to the woman with the cat. That's all I'm saying. Everybody should know. I
agree. But anyway, yeah. So I still like Elvira. Elvira's always good, so I enjoyed that.
Lilith.
I don't know. I guess we can talk. I already talked Moon Girl. What the hell was Did anybody read New Mutants?
Yeah, I read New Mutants. Yeah.
Okay.
Poopy. Why?
Well,
have 26 issues.
What? I don't know. I haven't been here since the beginning, but I mean, you know why we're doing Limbo and, you know, Madeline Pryor now, because they have some big event coming up with her and Ben Reilly, so.
Yeah, which is why I picked it up.
But no Ben Reilly!
Right? I know, I like the Goblin Queen or whatever, but like, this all feels very convoluted. This is the problem with any single X book. Everything is convoluted. Can we just get... I thought the whole point of Krakoa was to streamline everything, but somehow it's gotten even more wildy and unreasonable. Yeah,
and you know, unless you pick up some of these newer ones that are, you know, once these things hit double digits, no new reader can jump in on these things.
Case in point, exactly.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I mean, I've been here for a couple issues, but I'm just like, what?
I was like, okay, I was like, issue 26, okay, they hit the 25,
well,
they should be in their stride, we got that whole thing with Madeline.
Yeah. They seem to be doing the hits, at least the ones I've been reading, because they did a thing with the Shadow King, and now they're doing Limbo and, you know, Madeline Pryor and everything, so.
It's just kind of, it was kind of jumbled and garbled and nonsensical, and not in a good way.
Well, it's like, there's so many X books now, I think, you know, our writers scrambling, they're like, oh, hey, what can I do, you know.
Who's left?
All right, we already have the space book. We already have, you know,
pirates, like
Pirates Arc. Yes, you got the regular X-Men team. You know, you got X-Force.
You got the throwback team.
Maybe just not have so many books.
Yeah.
I just want the head of Marvel go ha ha ha
ha. It's starting to turn me off just a little bit.
That's like saying, DC, why do you do so many Batman books?
Well, it's because they have to. They have nothing else to offer.
Well, no kidding.
I mean, I guess
Marvel has more to offer.
True.
So,
well, you know what they need? They need to just do maybe more toned down. Maybe they just need, like, you know, just have them run a little detective agency in the city and just
Batman?
No.
Like Peter David's X-Force,
like
X Factor.
You know, not have every mutant be in this big thing. Just have like a bunch of mutants hanging out.
See,
you know,
yes, that
coffee house.
That's the problem with the Krakoa era. Everybody, heroes, villains, everybody's together on one island. It's like no.
It would have been cool if there was actually interpersonal dynamics that I cared about, but they're not. There's nothing.
And that's, you know, and the biggest problem with it is I think it's too much mutant wish fulfillment, and I think that there's nowhere to go from there.
It's too much!
Yeah.
Too much political infighting and backfighting. If I want that, I'll turn on C-SPAN. Jesus. Over it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be picking up 27, Phil. You can just let me know what happens with Madeline Pryor if Ben shows up, okay?
Oh, yeah, I think this is not supposed to be a big event, you know. What was that, Dark Web or whatever at the end of Free Comic Book Day.
So just let me know when that starts.
Oh, you know when Ben Reilly hits the scene. All right, Charlie, got any more books you want to throw out?
Yeah, I got two more. I got Radiant Red, real quick.
Number 4.
Still fun. So if you remember the last episode, the reporter comes to Radiant Red's house, says, I know the secret, but she's wrong, because she actually thinks, oh, Radiant Red must be your ne'er-do-well husband who has a gambling addiction, yada yada. Yeah.
Internalized misogyny.
You know, and so that goes off. He comes home. She was supposed to go to his, you know, Gamblers Anonymous meeting, but she couldn't because she had to work on this new heist that she's doing. She basically explains to him that she's going to do this one heist to get out, and he's like, "It sounds like you're just doubling down. And look, you know, as a gambling addict, I know, you know, the lies and the hiding stuff. That's not a good sign." You know, but she also sort of takes offense, like, how dare you say that I'm just doing this in reaction to you, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, they go to do the break-in. They do the break-in. Things go wrong as they do. The person that's supposed to get them where they're going can't get them there because somebody else has stayed late because he got a bad review, and he's moping about it. Then that guy comes and he has Dr. Hammond go off with him to look for more bromide, which causes them to eventually run into them while they're trying to sneak through. So they just go stealth mode over, and it's just bam, 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 bam as she smashes through walls to get to the fancy mystery element stuff. She absorbs it into her body. They bust out. They go to they escape. They're all very excited. They're all happy. But then when they get to the drop-off plate, she gets double-crossed. And that's really but they're not going to get that suit off her, because I know that's what they're going to try to do, and I think it's all going to end very, very poorly for them all. Because not for nothing, she is hyped up on this super, explosive chemical that they made her, absorb. So I don't think this ends well for them. But I like that. And then the last
there was one book that I didn't even talk about. I'm sorry, Charlie.
Great, no, talk about it.
Super Pal Jimmy Olsen, Perry White edition. It's a one-shot. Matt Fraction wrote the only new story in there. It's 7 pages. But yeah, no, if you like Perry White, or if you're kind of classic Superman fan like I am, and you love, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, or, Lois Lane adventures, stuff like that. Very much in that vein. And, Perry White deserves some love. He put up with a lot of crap from that bullpen, I'll tell you what. And I thought the Matt Fraction story was really good. So, that's the best Superman thing I've read in a long time.
Lilith, no. Great Caesar's Ghost, this is good.
I refuse. I reject that interview.
Okay. And my last book this week, which was actually from last week, is Bill and Ted Roll the Die. And this is what's weird, okay? And I gotta watch the last movie, because there's obviously a continuity that I don't know. Because in this one, at the Battle of the Bands, when they come back, that the actual Bill and Ted were still there and still weren't good. So it's weird that when they get back and they're supposed to be practicing, they're not. So the hot princesses tell them that they're not going to distract them until they learn how to play music good. And this does take place after the events of Bogus Journey. So it's all, like I said, I got to see that new movie. So
you haven't seen Face the Music? I thought
I keep on
Paramount Plus or something like that?
Yeah, no, I can watch it at any time. I just haven't gotten to it because, as it turns out, there's lots of media I got to absorb so I can do this stuff, and now I have to go so I can get the continuity. But basically, as happens, they wind up in heck. They have to play a D&D game to solve the problem, as you do. They all pick they pick lousy powers, as happens. But then they have to have their adventure. And it turns out that they release a monster, so that's where that cliffhanger ends. Then this one is neat. This was actually the real reason I picked this up. It has the origin of Chuck Dinamalus, the gym teacher turned villain of Bogus Journey. This is his secret origin, which shows how Rufus himself was the reason Chuck Dinamalus began his efforts to destroy Bill and Ted. So it's interesting. I think they're going to continue at. So I really want to see how all of these timelines fit together. And hopefully before next month comes out, I can watch the movie and see if that fills in the gaps.
Lil, do you have any other...
I don't think so.
Lil, do you have any other...
I don't think so, but you should watch Face the Music. It's a very good movie. Gotta complete the trilogy, babes.
Lil, do you have any other books, or can I take a turn since Charlie skipped over me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, Gelman, you stay behind the scenes where you belong. No, go ahead, babes. Go ahead.
All right, I had to throw it out. Punisher Warzone Blitz #1.
I was gonna bring it up, but I figured you'd be more appropriate to bring it up.
Bang bang. If you like the classic Punisher, it's more toward
slice.
It's there's no dead wife. He's still leading the hand, but it's basically like Frank versus the Hate Monger. So.
Oh, that's cool. Like Adolf Hitler Hate Monger?
No, they call him something else. So I don't know if this is. I'm assuming it's a new guy. No, he actually looks like Hugo Strange almost.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's like a little bald guy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean. Like, all the other ones were still Hitler, but I don't know, maybe... Okay, so this is another guy's taking on the title of Hate Monger?
I guess
it's a little on the nose.
Well,
I mean,
well, him and Frank have history as they go into, and so, yeah. So, it's more like classic Punisher, except he is still leading the hand, and...
But at least the hands downplay, like I do.
Yes. So, yeah. I wonder if they're testing the waters for classic Punisher.
They're testing the waters.
Yes. Bring back classic Punisher. That is what they want.
No, make all the weirdos that appropriated the symbol get the new symbol, and then finally bring back the actual real symbol. That's all I'm saying.
I think they should bring back Frankencastle.
Oh, that's the
what I'm
best
waiting
castle.
Yes.
Really, Phil?
What?
You didn't like Franken-Castle? Okay. Sure, Jan.
Oh, please. Oh, listen to you trying to be all cool now. All right. Anyone else have any other books?
No, y'all got a whole other show to do. Get out of here.
That's right. I have many shows to do. All right, so. All right, kids. Yes. So send your thoughts. Next week, Summer of '69 starts.
Tell them the topic.
Well, I already said 1969 Hulk issues, but here, let me bring up the schedule. I believe it's Incredible Hulk 111 through 114. Let me double check that, and then we'll talk some new comics. But
Hulk smash.
Hey-o! I could take in so many ways. I think I heard that on Gamma Charge. Yes, next week will be 111 through 114, and then in 2 weeks, episode 269, Lilith Hellfire will have something cooked up for us.
You'll learn the history of 69 and you'll love it.
Yes. Then in 3 weeks, Incredible Hulk 115 through 119, and then we'll round out the month with Incredible Hulk 119 through 122. All right, so. And remember, Charlie and Esther and I will be doing Thor issues on Avengers Declassified in July. So.
Love and Thunder!
And the movie review over there, because Lilith Hellfire demanded her 269 be clean. Hey, well. All right, so yes, so send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics at gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Find links to all the various social medias and all the Facebook fan groups. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Once again, everything we do and every single second of Summer of '69 will be on the YouTube channel, and you can see the dirty gestures Lilith Hellfire makes. So smash the subscribe button so you don't miss a second of it.
Smash it! Smash it!
And of course, subscribe to the Patreon. Again,
become the Patreon elite!
That's right, like Ray, Russell, and Justin. Again, we're paying for this out of our own pocket. Every little bit helps. With $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, Mr. DG Chichester every month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time.
We're almost there.
Next up is Super Halfway. Oh, we're halfway there.
Still is hanging on by her breath.
Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. The next episode will be Superman 3 versus Superman 4. And then in July, we'll drag Will into this as we cover Green Lantern versus...
Lilith demanded more tears.
Lilith Hellfire demanded more man tears. So yes, July will be Green Lantern versus Catwoman. Subscribe or pick yourself up some handy Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch.
Take a life, save a life. Choice is yours.
See? We put our money where our mouths are. Find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right. Queen of the 69 ball, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people get a hold of you?
You guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs? Find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire.
If you have to.
At Lilith Hellfire 69. And of course, over on TikTok, making all of the comments and just the slightest bit of content at Lilith Hellfire 69. Duh.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
We're going to do them both, unfortunately. Sorry.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
That is the appropriate drop.
Charlie Esser.
Well, you can always write to me in that old-fashioned email way that our mothers and fathers once did. That's superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. Just follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet things when I feel like it. At Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEsser. It's the 2 E's in the middle. For what?
For quality. Bing!
Thank you, Maz.
Always 2 E's for quality.
Oh,
It's legally admissible evidence.
Finale, Phil?
What?
Are you going to live tweet the Flash finale?
I don't know. I'll try. I haven't live tweeted in so long.
Me too. I might be a little rusty.
But Lil Hellfire and I will cover it on YouTube that night. Wait till
What day is that? Maybe I'll do it too.
Wednesday night.
At 8 o'clock.
You're going to be so lost. I've watched every episode and I'm kind of
The best time is when you don't know.
It really, truly is though, because I'm only watching the first 2 episodes before that. I'm only catching up with what I missed. I'm like episode 5, so I don't know.
So you kids see on social media, Lee and you, what the? All right. Let's get out of here.
Wait, who have we been?
Oh, well, I'm getting there. All right, for another week, we have been your Capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics!
It's not that short of a song, Charlie Esser.
Well, usually you start.
Got a whole other
Damn,
song
somebody's
with
not
them.
drinking tonight. Somebody's not drinking tonight. Damn. Neither of you.
You need like the 30-second version. You need the short version.
No wonder I'm exhausted. Neither one of you's drinking tonight. Damn. I feel like I ran a marathon.
Make sure to pee.
That's next.
Separate knob. Why separate knob? There's your Seinfeld reference. It was not AM PM.
Tristan says he hopes we have fun in our next podcast. And
Next week, kids. Come 69 with us. Good night.